Okay, so today I'm doing my 5th project. My first project was like a draft board. My second project was some, what is it? It was a Christmas present, and it was a 3D engraving. Um, Third project was some faux leather earrings. I wasn't able to, I didn't record that one. And fourth project was pumpkin pie. Ended up engraving, but I just did like a draft to see how it goes. I used, for the pumpkin pie, I used the faux, the thin leather and the draft to see if that worked with that setting, and it actually did work. So next time I'll do maybe a SD engraving. So let me see. So let's start with this. For this one, I had to, let me see, to get all these in combo. I ended up getting my designs that I had purchased and adding them to Cricut, and then just cleaning up the background for that, and then putting it into the Cricut thing to add the four of this one and 4 of those ones together. I haven't been able to do that on the, what is it, the Adobe Illustrator, to add like 4 of each. So after that, I use a programming on my iPad that you can remove the background. So I ended up doing that, and then for them saved it, and then added it to my my Google Drive. My Google Drive from there, and then saved it on my iPad, so that way I could access it onto my laptop, because my laptop is the one where I have the Adobe Illustrate, since iPad doesn't have it yet. So from there, I ended up putting it into the Adobe Illustrate, and then saving the SV. I ended up doing a draw. Hold on, let me see. I ended up doing a image trace silhouette, and I ended up saving it as, let me see, as a SVG. And then when I press save, I'm gonna save it again, but I haven't changed anything. I saved it as a SVG profile, SVG1. I had saved it to a 1.1 before, but it did not work for me for these files. So after this, ended up turning it to a cut file once I uploaded it into my Glowforge. A lot of times I've been having problem with the Glowforge turning into a bitmap, which it doesn't allow it to cut. So thankfully I was able to get it quicker this time. It took me a lot of trial and errors. iPad, even on the SVG apps, it still keeps it as a bitman, and I'm not able to cut. So for now, trying to do everything and put it on my iPad. My Google Drive. I put an iPad file on it, so I know that these are going to go to my AI. And then for this one, I saved it as a Glowforge, another file. So, all right, so let's start here. I know I talked too much, and ready to print. For this, I taped it. This is full leather. It's not leather. It didn't come with the. Didn't come in with the Glowforge. I have a bunch of full leather that I had for earrings. But for my Cricut, it doesn't do the intricate cuts. So I also purchased this on Amazon. It's a 6-inch. They have also a 12-inch masking tape. So this helps it. I do have some areas where it's in between. I had to put more tape on that, so hopefully it doesn't affect it. So for this, I go in here, find my material. That's the other one I used. Oops, let me try to do the, okay, it went. So settings are already set up for a thin natural leather. And let's see, it's ready to print. I gotta make sure Now that it's getting situated, it doesn't move. Scanning again. See, it moved. Okay, make sure this one's a little bit, needs to be moved just a little bit. I don't want it too much. That one's very close to the edge. Okay. Yeah. Little bit. I don't want to get too close to the other one. It's like right close to the edges. So I'm gonna try that. Or this one I could move it just a little bit more over here. That one's a little bit too close. All right. And so they're off the edges. This one's just kind of close, but a little bit further. So we'll try right here. And it is ready. So let's get started. Engine. Medicine again? Gotta get you more medicine. Again, make sure you put some masking on there. This helps it from getting scorched onto your full leather earrings. As well as any other project. The Glowforge, they come already prepared with some masking tape on the top of it. And finished up on the bottom. But for this one, you gotta purchase the masking tape separate. Lay down, mommy.
like that picture. I hate that picture. I like that picture.
I gotta see if it's gonna come back down here to finish these up. Some of the hearts are missing. Also, I did make the little holes for the top of the earrings because I'm going to try this on some wood, so that way it's harder to cut a hole with the wood. Also, the acrylic, I'm going to try to see with that too with this design. Then all the smoke is not coming out. Everything is staying inside of there. I have it to the vent system still. The day before yesterday, I got the new vent system from Walmart, so I'm gonna put that up. It looks very sturdy, so it looks like I don't need to do any metal for that. And this is done. I think I made them too big, but I did it for 2 inches. I might have to do 1.5. So let's see. Okay, so I did the earrings, but they are very big. This one actually went to the side, so I kind of moved it now. But yeah, 2 inches width. Yeah, it's too large. So right now I had put it maybe like a 1 inch, 1.2. So let's see if that works. These ones I made, but they're like a little bit too small, and that's at 1 inch. So this is like a 1.5. So it looks a lot different compared to that one. So giant one. So let's get this ready again. So I'll come back right after. You guys already seen how it lasers, and then I gotta still pick up this a couple, but you see a little bit of scorching. I just have to clean it off a little bit. It would have been worse if I wouldn't have the tape. See, the back, it didn't get as scorched. So I'm gonna cut straight through on the one pass, even that little tiny hole. So I gotta still clean it up. I'm still preparing. So see you in a little bit. Okay, so right after I hit that the print, for some reason all these shifted. That's why this one ended up cutting, because the image had moved. So I had a few of these like right under that. So but the good thing is I just pressed the button to cancel right away, so it did not cut any of my faux leather. So hopefully this sticks to where it's at, and I'm pressing the button and it's gonna go. Alright. Okay, the size is a lot better compared to the other ones. So I should have just did one earrings to measure, then all them. So I gotta see what I'm gonna do with them. Or I just display them as a template. So I just have to clean it up a little bit, but I finally got the size I wanted. It's a 1.5 on the side for the design. When I put it on Cricut, I locked it in place to keep it where the side on the side is supposed to be the side on the width to the length. So I didn't change anything. For this one, when I did all 4 together, I locked them all together, and then on the left hand side, the top one, I ended up putting at the 1.5, so all the rest of them were able to move to get the same sizes. So this is my original one that I did on my Cricut, and this is with the Glowforge, and this is the one I tried to do a 2-inch, seeing if that was the okay size, but it's too big. So